So we are standing in my office today because I want to talk to you about the best accessory for your Osmo Pocket or Insta360 Luna or Xtra Muse. Whatever version of those cameras, the little tiny gimbal cameras that you have, I want to talk to you about the best accessory for them, and that is actually a monopod. This is the Coman M1S. This is the kind of like second tier up on their pricing structure because it has a leveling head, but you can get it without any fluid head, any ball head, just the 1/4 3/8 mount on the top. So you can go a step down to buy it even more affordable, mount it straight to your camera. But I got this because I can use Arca Swiss with my Osmo and with my Sony a7 IVs. Let's talk about this and why you might need it. This has a little rubber ball on the bottom that allows you to quickly set it down on the ground and just position it without flipping out the feet. But the feet allow it to stand on its own. To show you that, I'm going to show you the coolest trick of this monopod, which is this little hand grip that's like a lock grip. Let me get up close to show you. So you see here, there's a little button. Pull that, and then when this handle pulls out, boom. So you got quick height adjustment. The feet will help it stand up on its own. And then if you need to quickly adjust height, sweet, there we go. Height adjusted. Oh, oops. Height adjusted. So very, very cool. This ball head allows for some swivel on here to get things lined up. But what I want to show you now is putting the Osmo Pocket on. I've got a little case for it, a little Pelican style case. It's just organized well, but I keep an Arca Swiss adapter mounted to the bottom of my Osmo battery all the time. So that's the whole look. That's the whole camera. I do have the DJI mic transmitters as well, the mic 2s that work with this setup, so I can have a quick like man on the street or run a gun interview style kind of thing. But this is, flip it open, and this is the whole setup. Like the best tripod for your camera, if it's an Osmo or a mobile gimbal style camera, is actually a monopod. I think that's great. There are a bunch of different monopods. Like I said, you can find stuff from Small Rig. You can find stuff from iFootage. I've actually used both of those in the past. The iFootage one is like 3 times the price, so I'm not a big fan of that, but it does include a fluid head. So if you're using it more for a mirrorless camera, that works great. If you want something that's strictly for your Osmo Pocket, I think this is going to be solid because even if your ground's not level or you're trying to get maybe like a Dutch angle, whatever, you're trying to get other shots that require not to be 90 degrees perpendicular to the ground, there is a foot clutch. There it is right here. You can see it's a little blurry, but you can see it, right? So that foot clutch allows you to unlock the vertical nature of this monopod. And now I can grab other angles or do little push-ins. So let's say I wanted to get a quick push-in. I could just run my gimbal and push forward, boom. Let's do it from the side so you can see what that looks like actually like here. And all you're doing is pushing forward. And now you got a little bit of movement on your shot. It's a 20 mil wide lens. You got plenty of room to frame. Super cool. I also think the coolest technique that I've discovered using a monopod like this, yes, it's convenient to literally just plop cameras up and ready to rock. But my favorite technique so far has been becoming a human crane, because you can hold this out over a railing. You can hold this out way up high above heads. You can then crane it down, come and do a shot. Or if you do like tabletop stuff, you can do a nice wide, bring it down. And obviously like this little handle thing is not going to be in your way. Nice. So I think it's super cool to be able to do shots like that too, because the camera on the end's really light. I'm not worried about autofocus so much because it's a wide angle sensor, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But let's say you do want to use this for another camera. I am someone who buys stuff and I don't want it to be very like one-dimensional. I want it to be functional with many other things, or at least with the other things that I find important to keep with me at all times. So when I bring my Osmo out, I'm usually not just bringing my Osmo, I'm usually bringing my A7 IV. And that A7 IV, the one I'm filming with right now has a 16-35. The one I do mostly photos with has my 70-200 on it. The Tilta half cage that it's in has an Arca Swiss on the bottom, so I can literally lock that in place. And now I've got a nice, fun monopod for my A7 IV. And if I need a little bit of movement and I want to be able to do some spins, I can move my movement here, do there, do there. If I want to just quickly like snap some photos, do some video, it's ready to rock. And even if I wanted to just let it stand, I wouldn't leave this unattended, but I would leave it open. I would stand next to it if I was doing another shot. As long as I'm here, I trust it, right? So if I was doing another shot, grabbing other stuff with another camera, I think this would be totally usable. So all that said, the best accessory arguably for your Osmo setup, your mobile gimbal camera, is going to be a monopod. And the best accessory for those of you that have a hybrid mirrorless and an Osmo is probably going to be a monopod. So this is the Command M1S. There will be links in the description. I'm using the Pocket 3, but if you're using the new 4 or the Insta360s, or the Xtra Muse, maybe you've bought that one off Amazon, you're going to be able to use this with all those. It's just an Arca Swiss mount or a quarter 20 mount if you take that leveling head off. These feet are super valuable. The foot clutch, the iFootage, and this Command have a foot clutch. The small rig has a hand clutch that you have to actually like pull, use your hand. So that means you have to lift it, unlock it, set it down, lift it, lock it, set it down. This foot clutch is so nice. Just being able to one tap, get my angles rocking and rolling. That feature in itself is worth it, but the icing on the cake is the quick height adjust with not having to do any multi flip lock or twist lock stuff. So Command M1S, any of their M1 series are awesome. Highly recommend for your Osmo setup.